Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Seiko StarCraft is presenting you another game from the Teen Story Cup between Lucifron and Quantic Hyun. Very excited about this because the first game was baller. The second game here, we'll see what kind of strategies we have in place. I'm not going to spoil anything for people who haven't seen the other ones, but it was really good. You can check it out on my channel, Seiko StarCraft. The notation should be up there in the top right, pretty and waiting for you. We'll speed it up here a little bit at the beginning because StarCraft. Sometimes it's kind of boring at the beginning. Productions tab's open. You'll see if anything's crazy. And last game we saw a 1-Rax expand from the Terran. We saw a hatch first from the Zerg, which it looks like that's again. We have a bit of a change up in the case that we have a command center first, which this map, and it is a cross-spawn only tournament at Team Story Cup, so he might have just felt secure enough to be able to go and do that. We had a scout from the Terran. We're going to have Marines starting to pop out here. Orbital command going down. And we have both gases following this up. So it will be moving into some form of, there you go, factory play. Spawning pools down. No gas yet for the Zerg, which makes sense at this point. We'll see if he goes for an early... Oh no, there goes the gas. So we're going to see if we're going to see an early third hatchery. Oh yes, excuse me. Or if we are going to see some sort of tech path. Oh man. And in this case, it looks like we're going to be teching up. Behind this, I mean, last game... Quite the supply block there. Yeah. Last game, there was a lot of drop action from Lucifron. And Hyun went for the early third base that he really couldn't utilize. So let's see if this game is a little bit different here. Chases away the Overlord, doesn't really kill it. Hellion's going to go out and scout. Pretty straightforward at that point. We'll go back down to regular speed now that some action's happening. We are seeing the Hellbats again on the starboard, so this will be a Hellbat drop. Early +1 starting, so we'll be moving into mech after that as well. Right now, Hyun's got a pretty good lead on supply, but it's almost all workers. He is just now getting his Roach Warren up. Got a... Yeah, looks like 2 workers killed there. I think this guy... Did you get those kills, you lucky bugger? Yes, you did. And then you're just gonna die. Good taking of the watchtowers here by Hyun. He will see most things that are happening, except for the things right up the middle. It's kind of funny. We do have the first... Nope, I thought we were going to have our first Hellbats in there, but they're on their way right now. You'll probably be going for another drop right behind this if I know Lucifron. Or it's already on its way out. One or the other. The Overlord may have seen that coming in here. But regardless, Hyun's not pulling his stuff or moving queens. We see the boost to get into the mineral line here, which... I'm usually pretty hard on people boosting into the mineral line because now you can't really chase after the drones. If he had boost, he could have boosted on top of the drones and killed a lot more. But Hyun's pretty damn good, so he's going to be able to pull away really fast with his workers, such as this. And it probably wouldn't have allowed him to get any kills at all. Oh, he probably could have got a shot off or 2 there on the workers. It is costing a little bit of mining time there. Roaches are now out, which I believe... Yeah, we see siege tanks, so Lucifron knows that this is coming. Oh, another drop in the back. Looks like it got a couple... Looks like he got a couple of workers. Let's see how many workers he got killed. 13. Well, it's a little bit more than a couple. So that's a pretty decent amount of attacking so far from Lucifron. And I really like the... Oh, I got a little supply block as well. I really like his style of doing this. Essentially just so that way... he can keep himself on the macro playing field with the Zerg. I mean, his third base just finishes up. It's not even used yet. We already have this command center almost finished and ready to float over. It would be good if Hyun was pooping some creep or something there just to slow it down. But this has kept Lucifron essentially tied up with the Zerg. Oh, ahead of the Zerg. Quite ahead of the Zerg in economy. And with the mules. Doing the Hellbat drops is really just there to get him that bit of a lead. Looks like a bunch of speed roaches. They've got +1/+1 finished as well. They only really took out a supply depot, so didn't really get that much done. He's got 11 sitting back there ready to be used. But now with the siege tanks up and +1 finished, +2 should be starting here pretty soon, I'm assuming. Second armory on the way, 2 more factories. So he's just getting himself ready to do some major macro drop in there. We had another drop at the back. Is he going to get off? Well, he gets these guys down. When he kills, he got 0 and 0. So it doesn't look like getting... He got 1. Got 1. But it looks like he might be able to get those guys out of there. Fantastic. It's a pretty good play. Queen's going to come in and focus down the medevac immediately. I mean, these workers are just going to have to chill out for a while the roaches come and clean this up. Is he going to get the queen? No, he won't get the queen at all. Lots of roaches out. I mean, they do have 2-2 on the way. I don't think +2 has even started yet. And I think that's a bit of a mistake. He hasn't even... He's got both of his armories finished. He's not using either of them right now. So he really should be doing that because he's falling pretty far behind right now in the upgrades to the Zerg player, who is now going to be moving into swarm hosts, the enduring locusts on the way, which is a pretty effective way of being able to... Ooh, another drop. It's a pretty effective way of being able to hold back any type of drop play that you see going on there. Not drop play, neck play at the front. Good siege up here. There isn't anything in place to actually take out any of the overseers. He doesn't have any marines, doesn't have any missile turrets. His first Thors, I don't think have even popped yet because he saw that there wasn't any Spire play coming out. So there really wasn't any point of putting out a bunch of Thors just yet. They don't really add any value to the composition at this point. Lots of tanks. Looks like +1, +2 is finally on the way now. Speed it up a little bit now in the middle. Looks like he's just going to unsiege and get ready to move out with his army. Oh, he's distracted right now because there's another drop happening. Of course. Is he going to hit those guys? Maybe. No. He's going to try to boost away. But these queens... It looks like he's got a bunch of them on hotkeys, so it's pretty easy for him to pick those things off. That did buy him position, though. With the swarm hosts coming over on one side and the roaches, this is going to buy him the time to be able to get in here and either take out this or stop it from mining. Drones pulled immediately because obviously he's going to sneak those around behind and take them out. He's just going to focus on taking down the hatchery as soon as possible. And go for another drop now that all the workers are going to be pretty clumped up at one base. I don't expect Lucifron to stick around too long in this game. Yeah, just unsiege, pull back. Another drop going on over here. Unfortunately, he's not microing this drop. There he goes. Saying he was just going after the queens. It's kind of the great value of having a queen or a crawler in your line of some format, because all they do is... It looks like we had a roach run by here from Hyun. I mean, it's getting a little bit of damage done, but it looks like that was pretty easy deflected. Action on both sides of the map right now, but the swarm hosts have to pull back. Tanks are getting in range of the siege. The Hellbats are tanking the locust fire, while the tanks are actually shooting at everything else. Isn't that funny? The tanks are... Whatever. He is going to lose these tanks almost certainly at some point. I mean, +2 is finished, so it's doing quite a bit of damage to the locusts. But it is ultimately a losing battle to sit there and just take on locusts. Finally, we've got some Thors out now. Moving into mass command center out of Lucifron. He's got the bank in position, so he's going to go down and get the mule so he can trade it out for supply. It looks like he's really positioning himself for a late game type of play. Oh, nice pickup there from Lucifron grabbing those tanks before they were able to get killed off. That was really smart. More locusts though, and they do have the enduring locust finished as well as 2-2, so they're not really going to be... There's no real reason to tango with those right now, so he's just going to pull back and likely going to pull around to try to deny this base. So there's no fourth. You see another roach run by here. Taking a lot of damage from these tanks. I mean, the roaches do have 2-2, but the tanks are in siege mode and in a better spot. He's trying to chase them down. It looks like he got 2 or 3 tanks out of that. But I couldn't really say that was the most cost-effective trade I've seen. Another drop going in here. Why the hell not? Looks like it's taking a ton of damage, though. Is he even going to get those out? One. He gets 1 dropped. I think it got one more kill before it finished. Once again, that was a good timing on that drop just to pull Hyun out of position while he gets his tanks sieged up on this side of the map. It does look like the Locusts are ready on this side though, so he's going to have to pull back those tanks. He loses 2 of them there pretty cheaply. This isn't a very big army. I mean, it's obviously powerful, but if there were, I don't know, blings or something on the map to be able to get around these, it'd probably do a pretty good job. The Locusts do obviously just sit there and go infinitely at your army, but yeah, I don't know if that's really going to work out for him. 14 more roaches on the way. Try and back up these Locusts. He's trying to run the roaches in behind the Locusts, and that really doesn't look like it's working out super well. Oh, another group of roaches try to run in. It looks like it took out the bunker. Go behind the planetary here just to try to take out a little bit. Planetary's still getting shots off. I don't know. He's really just here for the gas. I don't know if that's really that big of a deal. These tanks now are leapfrogging into range. More roaches coming out to deflect that. I kind of like the style. I never thought it would work as just tank marching up into this. The tanks taking out the Locusts and then just leapfrogging forward into the Locusts. I figured the Locusts would just power through it too much. You see gun supplies dropping super fast. Lucifron sitting pretty steady right now, keeping up on his production. 4 tanks and 2 Hellbats at a time. So we know what his plan is essentially going to be. I'm a little surprised with this position here. He doesn't just pull his tanks back. They're not really going to get a ton more damage in the position they're at right now. Next wave on the way. Well, he's got the 2 armor finished. He hasn't started 3-3. I know that he can afford to do it right now. It's just obviously not something that he's super focused on. Roaches again trying to push in to take out some tanks. Looks like he gets 1, but loses 6 or 7 roaches for that. And with the next group coming in here, I don't think the Luciferon's going to be able to bust it just yet with these one hosts, but well, he's right on top of him there. He's starting to pound away, so it's working. More roaches just trying to be assholes back there. That's fine. Down goes the 3rd base, and with that gone, yeah, I was going to say the GG couldn't be too far away. Hyun drops this game. I just don't think he had a really good answer for what mech was being thrown at him here. And the economy behind this for Luciferon is just outstanding. So hope you guys enjoyed that one. There should be some more games coming down the pipe here real soon.